6 days until the Nintendo Switch 2 releases, and today I'm playing Pokémon Scarlet. So today I want to shiny hunt, and after changing the time a couple times, I was able to find this phantump outbreak. Okay, where is the phantump? There it is. Now, the reason I chose phantump was because not only is it a shiny that looks really good, but it's a shiny that's very, very different from how the standard one looks. Because that's one thing about this game, is a lot of them are not easy to tell, especially if they're small Pokemon. For example, back near the beginning of March, I did a live stream where I tried to catch all the shinies from one of those events, like one of the outbreak events, and I struggled to do it. I did succeed, but I struggled because one of them was Poliwag, who I literally can't see the difference between normal and shiny Poliwag with this game's lighting. So while I think the really loud noise in Legends Arceus makes shiny hunting a little too easy, I think that shiny hunting in this game just isn't accessible enough. Because my colorblindness isn't even, like, severe. So imagine what it would be like for someone who does have severe colorblindness. Another thing that would help is just a higher resolution, so you can just see the Pokemon more clearly, which is something we will be getting in 6 days on the Nintendo Switch 2, and I will test it with a shiny hunt to see if it does make things easier. Now, I'm not sure if it would, but I'm pretty sure a higher frame rate would also just help with clarity on seeing if the Pokemon are shiny or not, because you have more frames of them for your brain to go off of, I guess. I don't know. But if I had to choose between frame rate or resolution, I think resolution would have a bigger impact. Okay, so I've knocked out 75 of them, which you only need to knock out 60, but I'd rather not trust my counting for something like that. Now, I do understand that this game is kind of the most shit upon Pokemon game, but for some reason I do still like it. Like, I'm enjoying myself right now. I just enjoy playing it. I think I have like over 200 hours in it, but maybe I just got lucky, because I know when I played it first, like when it first came out, I never ran into a lot of those issues that most people were talking about. I only ever had, I think, one crash, which modern games tend to do that, unfortunately. I think the closest thing to a glitch that I ran into was that, like, where you could have Koraidon, like, infinitely falling and it would almost soft lock your game if there wasn't a way out, but that feels like less of a glitch and more of an oversight. Though, me calling it an oversight is not giving Game Freak benefit of the doubt on that, because it shouldn't have been an oversight, but that just proves just how rushed this game was. Though, even though lag in this game is still pretty bad now. It was way worse around the launch of this game. Like, I don't think the people who wanted refunds for this game were overreacting. Like, the lag was atrocious. Like, I remember being an hour into the game, walking into the school, and then seeing the scene where the students are moving at like 2 frames a second. And immediately I was definitely disappointed. But I remember back when this game came out, I was still in high school, and me and some friends talked about it. And I think the consensus we came up with was that the game, it looks bad and it runs horrible, but it's weirdly really fun. Like, you wouldn't think that a game that looks horrible and also runs horribly, like especially as bad as it did back when the game first came out, would be that fun to play, right? But it still was fun. But I think that's more, I guess, fault of Pokemon as a concept and just as a franchise. It's like there's so much potential with it that even if you screw it up, it's still gonna be pretty fun. Plus, I will say, the motorcycle legendaries, and then like just going around and catching all the Pokemon with so many Pokemon visible to you is actually like good. So I was saying that I didn't really encounter a lot of glitches. That's in like the actual game, but in the Terra raids, especially online Terra raids when the game first came out, oh boy. Like, sometimes you just wouldn't get a chance to attack. Sometimes you'd beat them for like... Sometimes you'd beat the raid boss within the first like half, and then just nothing happens for like a minute or two, and then you lose for some reason. Like, so many bugs with Terra Raid when it first came out. And it was enough that I don't really do Terra Raid battles now. Like, I only do them for Herba Mystica, and even then, I'd rather not do a lot of them. So, what I ended up doing to limit my Terra Raid battles is I found one of those bots that do Terra Raid battles. And they regularly do, I think it's like a 2 of every Herba Mystica. Which, that's insane rewards. So I just do that Terra Raid. Just if I want to shiny hunt something with a sandwich. And I think it's definitely fair. Like, if they can't make a finished game, or at least a finished mode in a game, they can't expect me to play it properly. So, a couple days ago, we got some Pokemon Legends ZA news. And I guess that's relevant enough to bring up in this video. Apparently it launches on, I think, October 16th. So, 5 months, or 4.5. So, it's not too far away. Been, what? It's been what? So, not too far away. Though, it's been what? A year and a half already since Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out? No, longer than that, right? They came out in what, 2022? So it's been 2.5 years. So 3 years in between Pokemon games? That's pretty long. But obviously, I'm super excited to have a new Pokemon game, right? New shiny hunting methods, maybe? Generation 6 was probably like the king of shiny hunting methods. Because you had all the standard encountering and breeding methods that you have in pretty much every game. But you also had the Poke Radar, you had chain fishing, you had the Friend Safari, and then you go into Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which I'd say still counts as Gen 6. And you've got like Dex Nav and stuff. Also, there should be the noise in Legend ZA. At least according to the leaks. Oh, I found it. Hell yeah, that took over an hour. Oh, that looks so good though. Okay, I'm trying luxury balls because I have like 10 of them. Oh, and I got it. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay then. See you tomorrow for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.